Hello, welcome into my channel. My name is Angie, and in this space we get messages from our spirit guides regarding our recovery and what we need to know, what's helpful at the moment. So whenever you see this reading, there's something here for you. There are no coincidences, so let's tap in and find out what we need to know, what we need here from Spirit today for help on our recovery journeys. So I hope all you guys are doing well. If you're new here, definitely consider subscribing, and do like and share the video and comment below as well. I love to read your comments. So Spirit, Holy Spirit, Holy Angels, please tap us into this energy of the collective today. What do they need to know? Ace of Swords. This is maybe a message of truth, something that you've learned lately. It could be an air sign. And we've got the Hierophant. This is a card of Taurus. May or may not be significant for you. This is air energy, which is Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. The Hierophant, talks about spirituality, and also when there's a number 5 on the card, you're talking about change. So what's going on with you guys? Is there something recently that you learned about your spirituality or about your spiritual growth even? Some of you talking about getting into the healing arts, maybe looking at taking a leadership role in your recovery somewhere. High Priestesses and what you need to focus on, which is your intuition. I love to see that card. It's a card of Pisces. All the cards want to come forward. Recent past, you had the Sun. Did you have some kind of a celebration? Did you learn a truth about something? This is about illumination, revelation, something being revealed. A Hermit card then is what's supporting you. So introspection, it says on this card, and it's card number 9, which number 9 speaks to the self. So it could have been looking within, doing a bit of introspection in hermit mode. Maybe you've been doing a bit of solitude, reflection, something like that. Let's see what's in the nearest future, please, Spirit. What do we have for this collective regarding the near future energies? Oh, there's a lot happening here. 5 of Swords. This is trouble, guys. No question about it. There's no point in glazing it over. I have to tell the truth as it comes to me. So the 5 of Swords, it is a number 5, and it's right next to that Hierophant. And maybe you've committed to something lately with the Hierophant card, and this is your very, current energy, and this is your near future. There's a message of defeat here written on the card, but it's more so coming across to me that there's tension around you. You could have fighting, you could be fighting with other people. So we'll clarify all of these cards once we get them out, the initial spread, and we'll come back around and clarify them all. But wow, the Sun in the recent past, what was that, guys? What was that? That's such a positive card. 10 of Pentacles speaks of your legacy. Look at that. It's about everything you could possibly need for your security. This is what your guidance from Spirit is at this time, is to focus on your legacy, focus on your 10 of Pentacles, which really is, happy home, happy in your job, happy with all your material assets and in your material world, really. So what's the energy supporting this, Spirit? The Star card. The Star card is Aquarius energy, and it speaks to healing and hope, of course. So, wishing upon a star, something like that. That's the energy, around you at the moment. So there could be a lot of hope in your circles where you're spending your time. You might actually be conjuring up a new dream that you want to pursue. Absolutely gorgeous. So what else do we have, Spirit? What's in the hopes or fears position here for this collective today? Hopes or fears. 4 of Wands talks about unity. This is like passing over the finish line kind of an energy. 2 of Cups. It could be something to do with a relationship. It says relationship here on this card here. So it could be platonic or otherwise. The lovers maybe can come to mind there when you're looking at this union card. This woman here is also expecting a baby. So that means maybe one of you is, or some of you are expecting a child, a grandchild. a new addition to the family, or are you starting a new project in connection with somebody else maybe? With the Four of Wands, yeah, it's very much fire energy here, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, but it's more of your hopes or fears here. Obviously, we all hope for the Four of Wands. It's a happy families card, happy community card. Whatever resonates with you, you have to take it in these readings as well, of course, and don't make the story fit. If it doesn't fit, it will fit. You know, most of you will find one more messages, big or small, in this reading. They're general readings, of course, but yeah, Four of Wands is like crossing over the finish line. It's like passing a checkpoint or something like that. And it can also mean gathering with your tribe, celebrating a win, you know. Really gorgeous, beautiful energy here today. Goodness me, I am sorry it's such a late posting as well. I hope that this doesn't affect any of you and you can catch it tomorrow, because it is so late when I'm getting it up. The Magician, guys, that's your potential outcome, and the Hanged Man at the back of the deck. There's so many major arcanas. You're going through quite a big deal, you know, because every time you see one major arcana, you know that there's something big deal happening. So even in the center 8 there, you've got 4 out of, hang on a second, 1, 2, 3, 4. Out of 6 cards, you've got 4 major arcana. So there's a big change going on at the moment. The Magician, though, speaks about inner skills. It says it here on the card. And you can see here this lady has got her ancestors behind her there. You might be very connected with your passed on loved ones, with the ancestors. And just being a magic and being a manifester that you want to, you know, go forward and create a new reality for yourself, or start something new, anything at all really, because the Magician has every tool in his tool belt, you know. He can do everything, and it is that thing in recovery as well. We get so many tools to cope with what we're doing, you know, in recovery, as well as life skills, I find as well, which is fantastic. And definitely that's what it's alluding to here. When we see the Hanged Man, this is called the Hanging One in this card deck, but it's talking about your perception, you know. And the Hanged One is usually suspended upside down, you know, like the Norse god Odin did, with the Tree of Knowledge, and it was about gaining knowledge, spiritual enlightenment, and we talk about that as well in recovery, having a spiritual awakening kind of as a result of taking these steps in the step program. I'm only really talking about the AA steps program, but I know that it applies to so many other recovery, you know, and so many other addictions as well. So yeah, getting that new perspective on something coming across here with the Magician is really, you know, speaking to you, kind of realizing, I suppose, that, you know, rather than the world being stacked against you, the cards are bringing me there as well with that message, but also that the universe is working with you, and you have the tools within your tool belt or toolbox that you can apply to get a new perspective and have a new approach on life, on your healing, on your spiritual awakening, on your spiritual path, guys. So this looks amazing. Absolutely beautiful cards so far. I mean to say, so many arcanas here. Look at, you've got the Star card with Aquarius and the Magician, then it's just absolutely unbelievable. So many transitions taking place. So let's have a look at the center cards here, where we have your present situation with the Ace of Swords. It says intellect on it, and it can be about learning something new, and also at the same time morals is what it says in the Hierophant card. So, you know, it could be, you know, you're learning to be a healer as well with the Hierophant. She's very much a spiritual leader, and these are her disciples, you know. Some of you might be getting into music as well at this time. There's lots of musical instruments there. So let's just clarify. Spirit, tell us what we need to know about this Ace of Swords and the Hierophant card for this collective, please. I don't know which one of those that was now, but we'll keep them going. Ace of Swords and the Hierophant. Yeah, it's like you can have an idea of something that you want to do. Justice and the Nine of Wands. Okay, Justice at the back of the deck is Libra energy. And this talks about balance. 1111 might mean something. Bringing some kind of situation into a fair fairness to it. So Ace of Swords, yeah, it could be you realise something or you learn something new, and it could be something that was hidden, because you can see the eye in there and the skull, and it's like those eyes are hiding there as well, and it's like cutting through the fog and learning something, getting clarity is coming through here as well, big time. So you might have gotten clear on what it is that's going on in your spiritual healing world, or that you want to commit to something here, the Hierophant. And the Nine of Wands talks about stamina. That means that you're going to put the work in. It's often the wounded warrior, this Nine of Wands, but it's speaking here about you having, the stamina to get through this. And it really is in the program for healing, they say, a day at a time. And that's coming across here big time, that things will be fair and things will work out and balance will be restored with the Justice card, very much so. I'm getting goosebumps up and down me and chills, guys. This is amazing. Your energy is electric this evening. Whoa, I can feel it. There's so much, drive and passion behind this. Wow, guys. Look at more major arcanas coming through here. High Priestess, as I said, that's your intuition. Birthing something into the world, learning and discovering about your spirituality, connecting with that, and being clarified here by the Emperor cards. Card number 4, it talks about your security. The Emperor is card of Aries energy, and it says here sovereignty, and it is that thing, we're all very sovereign in our own right. Returning to that, this is stuff you need to focus on. You need to focus on your intuition, guys. Trusting your intuition, trusting your gut, and clarified by the Emperor, this will restore the feeling of sovereignty within you, the feeling that you're the captain of your ship. That very much comes through. I know it's a male that they're describing here in the Emperor, but it's male or female always in tarot. It doesn't really be specific, even though they're coming out kings and queens and so on. So bear that in mind. But yeah, this is you taking back your power and standing in your power and your truth and sticking by your boundaries, laying down the rules. And at the back of the deck we have the Moon card. It's a card of Pisces, and the Moon card talks about what is hidden. It says concealment here, and it's almost like, when you're reflecting on things as well, comes through with this Moon card. It's like you're seeing that you're much stronger than you thought you were, and you've got to believe that, guys. I mean to say, we are so resilient, and it just goes to show that we got this far, and we didn't shy away from it. There's your Two of Cups and the Habit. This is the card, the Devil card, that speaks directly to me, to habits, obviously, bad habits, addictions, bad thought patterns, just your own bad behaviour, like the temptations that are out there that always kind of want to lead you astray. It also is telling me things about triggers, so beware of triggers in your environment that might have been something that you were triggered in the recent past, because we are talking about the recent past here. But it's like you did get clarity on something. I was saying that Ace of Swords could be getting clarity on something, and it says here clarity on the Sun card, so it was, the light was shown on something for you, and it could have been in connection with a relationship of any kind now, friendship, lovers, I don't know, whatever that is, maybe even in business. And yeah, you were brought to somewhere where you realised something was illuminated by that Sun card. So this is gorgeous. The Hermit then is in the energy supporting you. So at the moment, taking time to reflect, to go into your Hermit mode. It's a card of Virgo, and it talks about, how wise you are. You've gathered so much wisdom here throughout your lifetime, and that this is supporting you at the moment. So staying centered and grounded, I think, is coming through with that as well. Very much a balance, staying, balanced between hermiting and dealing with your real life. Of course, I always struggle with that, Clark. It's kind of since I started, and I'm not 6 months sober yet, but yeah, trying to do it kind of a timetable, as they say, like I have a routine for the day, and to try and stick to some structure. So the structure coming across with that. So take what fits and leave the rest, as I said. If anything resonates with you here, I'd love to hear it in the comments. So let's have a look. What do we have for the Hermit? A Page of Swords. Inspection. So this is doing your detective work. Absolutely fabulous. At the back of the deck we've got the World card, which talks about completion. So there might have been something lately that you're completing, or you're at the moment trying to close something out in your life, because the World card is the final card in the tarot. It's number 21. So again, yeah, the Hermit being about self, and the Page of Swords there is investigating things, inspection it says here. So it's good to do some investigation into yourself, maybe into your past. Obviously, you know, when we're doing the steps and that, I haven't done them yet on this time round. I did relapse last year, but I'm nearly 6 months now, as I said, sober this time. And that's the thing I haven't begun yet, is the step work. But I'm finding I'm doing a lot of meditation, kind of, you know, soul fragmentation and soul retrieval. And with that, I'm finding, you know, I am doing some inspection and trying to call my power back. And also there's things coming up, you know, when you do that sort of meditation or reflection on what's gone on. Inner child work I've been at as well, and I find it very beneficial to bring up and come to terms with and sort of parent that inner child that I didn't feel was supported, or I didn't feel even I was supporting myself when I was, you know, in active addiction, you know, throughout my life. So inner child can talk to, you know, to a few years ago, to, you know, all the way back to when you were very young. But yeah, this is like guidance and what's supporting you at the moment. You should focus on that hermiting, and also a bit of inspection. So introspection and inspection on both of these cards. It's really loud and clear there from Spirit what to focus on. And also closing out things, you know, taking out things out of your life that don't serve you anymore. That's the other thing. I did learn, like, one thing in recovery my first time around, and I'm definitely applying it more though this time. Like learning and reading, or someone shared it today in one of the meetings, was one thing, but the actual application of the steps, doing it to do, you know, every day, and it's like, crikey, stuff is coming up, you know, and it's obviously I'm ready for it to heal it, and that's what you need to take from it as well. It might blindside you, because it did me, and then it was like, actually, can I face that now? And I found I could, you know. It just, you surprised yourself, and I certainly did surprise me. I thought there'd never be a way to look at this, you know, from another perspective, as I said. Because yeah, I was just so selfish and focused on myself all of the time. But there we go. So 5 of Swords in your near future. This is conflict, there's no doubt about it. The 5 of Swords talks about regret, defeat, and it also talks about fighting in your environment around you. There's an Ace of Wands there, and at the back of the deck, number 3, the Empress, talking about creativity. So male or female, again, it's just the energy of the cards. And the Empress is Taurus energy. It's talking about creativity here, and really tuning into your heart chakra as well. That's where, you know, the seat of your creativity is. And with that green and the Hermit and the green and that Empress, I think that should be a big focus at the moment for you guys. And that's, you know, even doing your journaling and stuff like that, or even, you know, trying to speak in a meeting and all of that. That's all creativity. This is you expressing yourself. So the Empress does express herself. She's very nurturing as well. She can often be ready to birth a child. So it talks about fertility, if that means anything to anybody. And also birthing something new rather than just babies. Like a project of some kind, you know, that lends itself to the creativity aspect as well. And standing up for yourself comes through here, and sticking to those new boundaries that you've found because of the programs you've been in, or because of the new disciplines you've kind of brought into your life to aid you in your sobriety, and coming to terms with who you are in that learning experience of learning who we are all over again, you know. So the 5 of Swords in the near future, that's what I was saying, was conflict. Could be people saying horrible things to each other. Bickering often comes through there with the 5 of Swords. But it's clarified there by the Ace of Wands. And the Ace of Wands, it says, is energy. So thinking of something you want to put your energy into at this time. It is fire energy again as well. You've air energy there with your swords. So air signs and fire signs might be something in the near future you need to be aware of. But yeah, the Ace of Wands is like having an inspired idea to do something you're excited about and passionate about, because wands are about passion, and I think it's going to take you away from this Five of Swords energy here, which is a card of lack, and it's a very stuck sort of an energy. It talks about when it's number 5, something has to change here, and this Ace of Wands is coming in to bring that for you. So you might have some kind of inspiration in the near future, yeah, to kind of stand in your power and do something exciting that lights you up, get that fire going again inside you, to harness your joy and all the rest of it. So 8 of Wands, very fast movement in that. This is a conversations taking place as well. The 8 of Wands speaks to that. So 10 of Pentacles in Guidance from Spirit is focusing on your home, on your job, on what it is that you like to do, communities you hang out with. It's about your stability and your security ultimately. And the Moon card there is talking about concealment here. So yeah, look at the stuff in the shadow, look at the stuff during your reflections, because this is about a card of reflecting as well. It's Pisces energy, as I said. Pisces, Cancer, water signs in general always come through with the Moon card for me. And this is your guidance from Spirit, is to do that reflection. It comes right back to this introspection and your Hermit and your Page of Swords. So that's the advice to protect your space as well as coming through here. Like, I hope you have a place that you can retreat to have, that you can take pride in as your own little space, that you kind of make your own, where you feel like it's your place and nobody's allowed to come in, and you have your privacy there too. So that's very much coming across. Number 17, the Star, it's hope, isn't it? That's the energy that's surrounding you at the moment, supporting you. So let's have a look and see, what does the Star card have for us? Spirit, is it this one? No. Okay, let's see, what does the Star card have for the energy surrounding this collective today? 4 of Cups. Oh. And the King of Wands, there's a leadership card as well. It says it there as well. The Emperor being a leadership card. Wands is fire energy, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Might mean something to you. But yeah, the King of Wands is somebody who's like a leader, a boss, and goes off, with a plan and has people with them and brings them places, and is the leader of the pack, quite literally. So that could be you. You're embracing that at the moment, or you might have someone in your life just like that. So Aquarius energy here with the Star, hope and wishes and dreams coming true. And it's so funny, it comes right after the Moon card here, the 18 down to 17. So this is supporting the Moon energy here, and I love this for you. Now the 4 of Cups, it talks about boredom here, and that whereas it Ace of Wands here is going to change things up for sure, because you can see we're going straight from the Ace of Wands to the 4 of Wands, which is success, which is accomplishment, which is crossing over the finish line. It's a marriage card, happy families card, happy, community card. But the 4 of Cups here, it talks about not missing an opportunity if you're getting fed up. And I think when you, hold on to that hope, I don't think you'd be so distracted as to miss an opportunity coming in. Could be a love or an affectionate offer of an apology, forgiveness, or you offering it to someone else. But anyway, whatever it is, it's for freeing you and also bringing unity into your life, because this is your place of hopes and fears. And it's the 4 of Wands. 1111 might mean something to you guys. It's a good, strong angel number 2. You should look it up. So yeah, let's see what's here for the 4 of Wands, please, Spirit. Let's clarify. What's here? Knight of Swords, lovely, lovely energy. I shuffled them upside down, didn't I? There's your addictions again, or temptation again at the back of the deck. So yeah, Knight of Swords anyway, clarifying the 4 of Wands. This is coming in very quick. Oh my god, that Knight of Swords is the fastest moving card in the deck. It's air energy again. These are Gemini. Gemini might mean something to you. They're very obviously twins. in this card here. It's not normally that, you know, the knights are usually horses rushing in. So it could be somebody like an air sign might be involved in your, or on your mind, because this is hopes or fears. And it also illustrates very fast movement. Your Four of Wands are on the way. Your victory is impending, really. So this is marvellous. The Magician then at the back of the deck, or at the potential outcome. Sorry, guys. Let's see what we get for your Magician card. Do one more shuffle. That's it. And it's the Chariot card. More fast movement, guys. And the Decadence is at the back of the deck. Now, this card is abruption. Suddenly, as in, you know, this is the fastest moving energy in our card in the deck. It's the Chariot. And it's like very quickly you'll be manifesting something. There's some manifestation you've put together and you wanted to come in, and it could be manifesting the breaking down of an old foundation, and you can start anew with card 1 there, the Magician, and make your world your own. So this looks so beautiful. Cancer might mean something. The Chariot is the card of Cancer. But moving forward really fast, and, you know, getting over, you know, this victory is just like perfect. This is another card of victory, the Chariot card. I forgot to say that too. And clarifying the Magician, you know, you've so many majors. There's a really, really very important time here happening for you. And the Decadence then, this is the Tower card, and it talks about destroying the old crumbly foundation that was never going to last and building something that will last. So this is absolutely beautiful for you guys. You're ending this world of hardship, the Ten of Wands. It's just gorgeous. I don't know what on earth you've been doing, but for goodness sake, keep on doing it, guys, because there's so much healing here. And this talks of transformation as well, this card here, you know. It's that kind of spiritual transformation that you're embracing the happiness. You really are. There's so much upbeat energy in this reading. The only thing I'm concerned about really is that Five of Swords. And a bit of the Four of Cups. You know, introspection though, finding your thing. And there's a Nine of Wands there, which talks about stamina. Like there's loads of responsibilities you've been carrying around thinking they're your own, and it's time to let them go. It looks like an angel there in the clouds as well. I never saw that before. If you can see it in the camera, I don't know, but yeah. Look at, guys, this was just beautiful. Thank you so much for joining me again. And if you like these readings and you'd like to see more, I do ask you to like and share and subscribe. And yeah, come back to me again. And if you hit the notification bell, you will be alerted the next time I share with you. And I'm back in the room with your spirit guides and mine, my angels and yours. And to get us more advice, to keep us going on our spiritual journey. So yeah, this is the guidance you've gotten. Focus on your inner voice, that gut feeling, your intuition, and also standing up for your, you know, standing by your rules big time. Don't give up hope. Wish upon a star, for goodness sake. And have a look at the stuff underneath the surface here in the shadow. Start writing down how far you've come is coming across as well. It's time to bury this, you know, load of carrying around things that don't belong to you, and maybe embracing some creativity, because there's music there as well. It always speaks to creative aspects. Maybe you're into art, music, I don't know, dancing comes through as well. But yeah, this card of change here, you're ending something there with some new spark of inspiration that's going to propel you on here and bring you to a Ten of Pentacles place. You know, that you feel you have everything you could possibly want and need. So it's time to release negativity straight away at the bottom of the deck, and that's Full Moon in Scorpio is your first Moonology card. And I just love that. It's so in sync with our reading. And your hard work is paying off. New Moon in Capricorn, and the end of a tough cycle approaches. What was I saying? This is marvellous. Guys, the work you've been doing, it's just so brilliant. I love it. End of a tough cycle approaches, Full Moon in Capricorn. So yeah, that Tower card talks at the end of something. It's a transformation card. You're going from one place to another, and it's just wonderful. It couldn't be more synchronous. Release your negativity, Full Moon in Scorpio, and your hard work is paying off. new moon in Capricorn. Alright, you guys, that was so gorgeous. I hope it was helpful. It was such a pleasure to connect today. And I will see you all tomorrow. I love you all. Namaste.